in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, and they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 36. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Mayfield down. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Next to score, Browns 7, Ravens 0.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Let's put that team on the bus.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's get off the field, D.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield to throw it. That one is caught by Hunt. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score. And they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But he'll get no further as he's brought down within sight of the goal line inside the 20. But all he'll get is knowledge that the extra point was no good.
You and I have not met a coaching staff yet that likes to coach negative situations. You know, even plant that in their head. but you have to work on what happens if you get an extra point blocked, because now they can pick it up and return it for 2 points. You have to go over that.
Nice job to get back there and make the tackle, preventing them from getting all the way. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Got it! Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got you, punk.
Now Jackson on 1st down. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Ingram. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the 1st half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. play of the half here. It's Jackson dancing to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Ingram. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And now the rookie's free. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jackson operating from the gun. Got a man. It's Brown. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Set, ready. 18 Gator. Come on. 58.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Out to his left. He'll try and run it. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Jackson. Snead's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 36 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points.
The Browns take over first and 10. They're on 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Chubb on the counter. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 28. Mayfield now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only one incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Run of the jet sweep, Landry. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the carry, it's Chubb. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
This pass into the arms of Snead, and they'll get him down up past the 15. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's back to throw. Steps away. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 28 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Jackson. Roberts has it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. One last shot for Jackson. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory.